Hi everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today is August 14th, 2018. Vechain Thor. Finally, that we see some price action. Will it last? Let's go take a look and see what is going on with VET. So over here, first let me make sure I'm streaming. Yeah, I am. Great. Okay, let's go take a look at VET. So here we are right now. I'm on good old Binance and it's showing up 12.78%. Yay. So we click on that. Takes us over to this chart, and let's go ahead. I'm on the trading view little tab here. That's new. I'm clicking the little expansion thing, and here we go. So let's see what's going on here. Well, for all those VET holders, we've just been noticing a really VET is just getting ripped. I mean, it is just have been getting ripped. But what we see here now is that a sudden reversal. So look at that, look at that. And let's scroll in here. This is on the 2 hour. Let's go to the 15-minute here so we can see what's going on. And so that's really nice. Have a couple bumps here and a nice parabolic upswing. And sure, we know whenever there's a huge parabolic, it's usually followed by a red candle, right? So here we go. The thing is, will this last? Will this last? First, let's go ahead and check out, see what's going on here with VET, VEN, and other things. So what I'm doing here is I noticed I put a circle in here, and let me switch my little icon so I can kill that. Okay, so this area down here. What I'm thinking this area is well, first, let's go and take a look at Wyckoff. If you've never heard of Wyckoff, check it out. And so what I did here is I just typed in Google Wyckoff, and that is spelled W-Y-C-K-O-F-F. And no, it's not a four-letter word, but, you know, hey. Anyway, yeah, my jokes are bad. I'm sorry. I don't even get them sometimes. Okay, anyway, so we go here and we find Wyckoff, and I just clicked on the little images tab, and lo and behold, I found this pretty good little image here, and it does a really good job of showing you what's going on in general overall trends. Now, Wyckoff is really good at looking at the market from a market maker or you know, somebody's that's manipulating the market. Okay, anyway, if you take a look at this pattern, let's assume that for the past several hours, we've been here off and to the left, okay, on this chart. And then we see down here selling climax followed by a spring. So let's take a look, see if that coincides with anything that we see in the VET chart. So we have a selling climax, and then this whole thing could be a spring. Okay, this could be a spring. That's what I'm thinking, is that we had our selling climax here. No one else could sell, and this area here is propelling us upwards. So let's go take a look at the Wyckoff again, and what we're doing is we're checking out to see if this thing is going to last, or possibly where it is going to, because we all love VET, we all know it, we all love Vechain. Check it out if you haven't. Do your own research. This is not financial advice by any means. Please keep that in mind. But I thought this chart would be interesting so you guys could see what's going on, because it's having some nice price action here finally. And you know, it's been a long time since we've seen green on the Vechain side of things. Nevertheless, here we go. So yeah, we have the point of last supply here, and followed by like a spring that shoots it up, and then we have some tests here, and then a secondary test, and then another drop. Notice this big drop here, the one I just circled. That to me corresponds here to this section right here, the low volume failed sell-off. So that's what I'm looking at, low volume failed sell-off. Let me go ahead and scroll in so you guys can see, and let me get rid of this stupid line here. Okay, so low volume sell-off, it's way down here, and I'm on the 15-minute and on the VET USDT pairing. Okay, so that's what I'm on. So what happened is that it fell all the way down here to 641, and if you're still in the VEN mindset as far as valuation goes, this would be basically what, 64 cents for a ven, but for a vet it's 0.0064. Okay, so I'll just call it 64 cents because it makes it easier to say. And just keep in mind that that's per 100, because there are now 100 vets for every one ven. And this is during the switch off, in case you didn't know that. But I just say 64 cents because I'm still thinking of the monetary wise. I'm thinking of it still in vens. All right. But so yeah, 64 cents or 0.00642. Point of, it's the point of not the last supply, but the point of, they call it the low volume failed sell off. So check that out. And then there's a test, and then jump across the creek. And so we'll see what happens. And keep in mind, this is just a real tiny small time frame on Wyckoff stuff. But as you scroll out, the Wyckoff is what is it? It is a fractal. It's fractal light, similar to TA, where you can look at a small section and the same patterns apply to the larger sections, right? So it's has fractal qualities about it. But so what I'm looking at is, if we scroll out here, that's on the 15. Let me just go to the 1 hour. So that's not helping much. But anyway, if we just go to the 1 hour here, what we're seeing is basically you can look at this whole thing here as being, back to the chart here, the selling climax. And so we could see it go up, boom. So this point that we're hitting right now could be this secondary point, if you can see this. And this is during the accumulation phase when people are picking it up. So this point right here could be the secondary test of the high. Remember I was saying that it was at this point right here? Well, you could just take this guy and move it up here for this whole area. Okay, so we could be looking at that. So okay, boom, as far as it goes, what can we see from here? Well, let's go back and look at the chart. Okay, so it went up, and then it does some, it goes down, and then that's the spring, and it does some chop there, right? So let's go ahead and draw that. So it goes down, then that's the spring, does some chop up stuff like that. And then what else do we have going on here? Low volume, so maybe another dump. If it does, I'm buying some more. And that's just me, not financial advice. So something like that, and then, you know, we'll see. Okay, so anyway, this is really exciting, I think, because it did hit a very nice, very delicious price point here. I hope everyone got in that wanted to get in, and those that did not want to, they didn't. So keep in mind that all the trades and everything you do, it's up to you. You know, follow your gut instinct. Don't follow me. Don't follow other traders on YouTube. You know, seek out proper advice, financial advice and stuff. You know the drill. But anyway, I thought this was really interesting, and it's exciting to see. Been expecting this for a while. Also, this is also a pretty wicked V. We can see what happens. Taking a look at it for a little bit further back. If you go just off of support, there's like hardly anything to go on VET because of it's so new. There's really not much to chart. I mean, where are the support levels? there's nothing here, man, and that's okay, because what they say is past performance is not an indication of future performance. And as far as VET goes, Vechain Thor, that is absolutely true, because what are they doing? They are parting with the past and they are moving on to the future. And it is very exciting. What we have coming up for Vechain is September. We're expecting the mainnet to be operational. I'm thinking, you know, between the 1st and the 3rd. So we'll see what goes on there. They'll have some of their authority nodes hooked on, and hopefully we'll be able to find out who some more of them are. That will be great news. Also, there's this really interesting thing I was looking at over on, let's go over here on Reddit, I believe. Let me bring this up. Yeah, I know I should have a Reddit thing here. Oh, come on, CoinMarketCap, you're so slow. Come on, thing. Yeah, I don't have the ad blockers on here because if you have them on there, then the little links to the oh, while I'm here, just quick note. Stellar and EOS are flipping back and forth between 5 and 6. So go Stellar. It's going to be a stellar year. Okay, so Vechain. Back to Vechain. So here we go to social. Go down here and we look at their tweets. And this is a really, really interesting tweet. Let me click on it. This is from the Vechain Foundation. And it says, to avoid clogging this feed with the upcoming news and updates, we have decided to announce the winners of the 1-year anniversary event on our Telegram announcement channel. To view, please subscribe to our channel, blah, 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 blah. So they are expecting to have a whole bunch of, I read from this, like they're expecting to have a lot of announcements on this site here. And they don't want it to be cluttered up with other stuff. So they're saying, hey, we're going to put our other stuff over on Telegram, so check that out. Very interesting. We have decided to announce the winners of the, okay, to avoid clogging this feed with the upcoming news and updates. Isn't that interesting? So I thought you guys would find that interesting, and that is on the Vechain's Twitter. Very, very interesting. Also, what else is going on? You know, they're still having their, they're still having their VThor bonuses and airdrops and stuff like that. And yay, I got some, so I was happy about that. Also, I checked out my wallet, and I actually had some Thor in there, which is like really cool. I can't wait to see how much that Thor is going to be. Just very exciting times for Vechain. Am I looking at the price? No, you guys know how I feel if you've been watching my channel. I really like this project. Check it out. Yeah, that's about it. And if you guys have any questions, you know, please leave them in the comments below. I really enjoy responding to your comments and stuff that you have. And let me see if there's anybody on the live chat. If so, let's go over and take a look. It looks like there are. If I can get my computer thing squared away, you know. Okay. So Deborah says, hello, been wondering what is going on. Okay, yeah, what is going on is the market thing. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, but a lot of people have been dumping their nodes. They've been dropping their X nodes. Pissed off Americans, I would assume, because lo and behold, they have an X node, and they, you know, it's not because of Vechain, it's because of the US. They cannot participate in the ICOs like Ocean X or DBET or Player or Mustang Chain or any of that good stuff. They cannot participate in the ICOs. So it's like, oh, bummer. Why even have an X node? I mean, you're still getting a heck of a lot of Thor. So for me to drop, okay, fine. I could see them dumping all the way down to where they have, I don't know. That's, you know, they're dropping an X node, which I think is going to be a very sought after node in the overall crypto market. But you know, they're doing that. They're dropping the X nodes for various reasons. A lot of them are buying or selling their Vechain and then waiting and buying back in. And yeah, they are getting some good gains. So I mean, if you dumped up here at the top, if you sold down here at the top and then you purchased down here, you're making some pretty nice gains. Problem is, if you're an X node holder and you're taking it, and if you have been bound and you took advantage of some of those drops that came in, boom, they're doing daily tracking on you. So okay, fine, all of a sudden you got your you got your cheap discount here, but you lost your X node status, so you're not getting those extra bonuses with the payouts. Bummer, dude, bummer. But you know, they can still go along to the normal thing. But that's a lot of things that I think that's going on. Also, there is a ton of manipulation in the background, and there always has been on Vechain Thor, where we would see absolutely enormous sell walls and buy walls. which is just, you know, you just didn't see that on the other coins. And so there's a lot of back interest on what I would call it, back interest. Yeah, so it's very interesting to see what's going on. But, you know, in the background, you can come up with conspiracies all you like, so on and so forth. But I'm just happy to actually see this bottom right here spike up. And so I don't know if that really answered your question, or you can ask another one. Maybe maybe I can clarify that better for you. Let's go back and see. So thanks for the question, Deborah. Okay, next question. What do you Bitcoin? Okay, what do you Bitcoin's bottom is? Have we had enough to spare? Okay, okay, Kingslayer. I'm thinking that you're asking me about BTC and where are we? So let's go over to TradingView. Chart. Come on, chart. Yeah. See all the nice colors you can do with TradingView. It's awesome. Okay, this is VET USD. Same thing here. Looks prettier, doesn't it? Let's go over to BTC USD. Bitfinex. I think that's where I have my lines. Oh, look at all those pretty lines. Okay, so this is Bitcoin. Scrolling out here. Now, this is one thing that's really strange. I swear I was on like the CBOE site, and they were talking about 100 billion minimum requirement for liquidity for the market, for any market for them to trade futures in, that it has to be a minimum size of 100 billion. And I swear I saw that and I went back and I couldn't find it, and then another YouTuber mentioned it. He's wondering where that came from. And I don't know if you guys remember seeing that 100 billion thing. You know, let me know. You know, put a comment. Let me know where it is, because it is driving me crazy. It's like one of those Mandela effect things where, you know, that's, you know, some spooky stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at good old Bitcoin. Old arrows I drew, old arrows. I think my last video I was talking about a short squeeze. And let's just draw this thing out here. Long term, this arrow here, okay. The big green arrow, that's long term. Get my little pen. Yellow will work. Okay, so we're seeing some chop coming down. Yeah, there's a bottom here. It's coming up here. Chop, 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 chop. Okay, yeah, that doesn't seem right. This is the thing you guys can do. Go onto this. Take your little pen pointer here and just draw a line and see what, if it feels right to you, if it looks right. That doesn't look right, Bitcoin. Let's go look at it here. I have these lines drawn for a reason. Okay, see this white line? The bottom white line, that's pretty much where I think we're going to be heading up to, and we'll see what happens there. If it goes up here, then I'm thinking that we're going to see a short squeeze. Whoops. I'm thinking that we're going to see a short squeeze sometimes pretty soon. It depends on the actual shorts, but long term, I like Bitcoin. You know, the very long term. What does this look like if you scroll way out? Let me go. This is on the 4 hour. Let me go out to the week. Scroll back in on this bad boy. Oh, come on. I get my little magnifying glass. Okay, that's not working. Do auto. Oh, it's because of these huge things. Let me take auto off. See if I can scroll down. What was I doing? Okay, that's making it suck. It's hard because we have these real outlier spikes, and it throws a scale off. That's what's going on. And then plus it doesn't help me having all this garbage on here. Anyway, if we take a look, we see how that we have something going on here. Looks like a cup and handle up, and then huge big cup, and then it goes up. I think if we look in this region here, we are pretty close. Let me go and circle it. We are right around in this region. Okay, so if you take that and apply it over in this area where we're at, this looks like a cup. So that's where I think it's going. Okay, and that's why I drew that that big candle. Let me go here to the day. I don't like the week on that chart. Go to auto. Okay, what a mess, what a mess. I got to clean up my charts. Kill that. Okay, so yeah, long term I'm thinking that anywhere between a you get the idea. It's going up. Okay, that's where I think it's going. No worries. If you do ever wonder about Bitcoin or where it's going, check in my comments below for under the comment section where I have a link to a video on the future of Bitcoin, and that's from a remote viewing session I did, and I spelled out all the steps that Bitcoin is going to take. So I am not worried at all about this or some other of the coins that I talked about. Playboy sues Canadian blockchain firm. Great. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. Where do I think it's going? I'm thinking that, yeah, we might see some chop. We could see another higher low, like how this goes. We have these 1, 2, 3 little mountains. Take about like maybe 2 or 3 more little mountains. So we could see like this, and then like this, and it'll level out, and then it could start going back up. Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, but it's going to fizzle out. But then what happens is that they're going to run out of buyers, and wham. Plus another thing is that they're going to want the when I say they, I mean the market makers. They're going to want to start getting this thing geared up for their trading desks, and they are dumping a ton of money in for the trading desks. So yeah, I'm having no fear in Bitcoin. Just been sitting watching these prices, just accumulating, and that's just me, not financial advice. And don't follow this. I mean, don't take a long or a short based on this. You know, do your own thing. Anyway, next question. See if there's some more. Okay, let's see here. Okay, next question is, I saw a great trader that mentioned that the bulk of the sell-off has been bot related, which makes sense. Yeah, bot related for both Vechain and Bitcoin and a whole bunch of the other coins. Big time bot related, but particularly it's been bot related for Bitcoin, and Vechain has pretty much been following Bitcoin for the most part as far as this big dump goes. Since Vet has been, let's put it this way, Vet has been following Vechain, Bitcoin more than Vechain was. But yeah, if we go in here and we take a look, let's go down to like 45 minute. I like the 45 minute. I've talked about this quite a few times, where I call it a box pattern. Then after that, people start calling it like a Bart Simpson head type of pattern. I call it a box because it's, you know, 1, 2, 3 sides, and then you just have the top. So this one is pointing upwards, this one is pointing downwards and upwards, and you know, you know what this is, right? This is all garbage. And to me, this looked like a computer program in a for loop. So if you know anything about that, boom, boom. But this is all manipulation here. And the thing is, why are we seeing this amount of manipulation? Is because there are not any buyers in Bitcoin. Also, there are not any sellers. Those people are pretty much gone. So imagine, what does that leave? That leaves the holders. The people are just holding tight, or maybe they'll stack up a little bit or take a portion of their amount that they have, a small amount, and say, okay, I'm going to, you know, do some day trading or some swing trading, and I'm just going to do that. But for the most part, they're not going to take their whole bank and sell it or stuff like that. One thing to keep in note on the bots. Well, I was thinking, let's go take a look at the shorts here. BTC USD short. Bring this up here on TradingView. Yeah, I was talking about this. I was looking at this huge spike up here, expecting a short squeeze, and we had a little tiny one, and then this is like even, I mean, this is even worse. It's worse. The thing is, if you follow a type of trading mentality that I call pain, okay, where the maximum amount of pain is inflicted on traders. And so what would happen is that as far as the shorting world goes, that looks like it is up the highest, and so it's going to just dump. And I was expecting down to this range here, but this thing it's going to get squeezed, I think, and all of these people are going to be in pain, which is a good news for all those people out there that are feeding off the pain. And then these people are going to be liquidated out of their positions, and so that's more pain to eat. And then what will happen is that Bitcoin's price will skyrocket up. Hopefully we'll see one of those big old Jedi candles, so we'll see. But they have bots to go out and actually look for this stuff. They look for this. Also, if you put an order in and you say, okay, fine, I have an order in here, and that's going to be my stop loss, what they're going to do is that they're going to shoot the price up, so it clears out your order and you get liquidated, and then they could shoot it down. We've actually seen this. Let's go back to Bitcoin here, so we can just see what is going on with bots. And yeah, let me clear this up. This is a little bit too much for even me. Real interesting thing I noticed on Bitcoin. Let's see, this is on the 45-minute. I don't know if that's going to be, let's go down to 30. Let's go back. There was this yeah, here it is. Okay, so box pattern here. What's going on? Here it is. Let me scroll in. See this guy here? Right there. Huge wick. Notice how huge that wick is. So that's on the 30-minute. Let's go down to the 3-minute. Scroll out. I hate that one thing it doesn't turn off. Okay. That's better. So we can see what's going on. Let me kill that. There. So we have a huge wick up and then a huge wick down. You could think of this as being an extremely abbreviated one of these Bart Simpson's heads. So if we eliminated all this BS garbage in between, what do we have? We have an up and then we have a down. And I think that this is the first time I've seen it where they've actually given this a try in a while. I'm talking a while. I haven't seen this. So I think this might be a new pattern to look for. It could be a totally different bot where it's doing the same thing but on a very short time period. But for the most part, you know, look at this level. This is nothing. This is like nothing. Nobody is trading. Nobody is trading. Yeah, people. What are people doing? They are shorting. They are shorting. They're going on margin. They're desperate for the returns. They want the Lambos. They call themselves investors. Yeah, I call them gamblers. That's fine. People gamble in the stock market too. Nevertheless, you know, best of luck to them. But people are looking for larger and larger returns, and they're getting more and more desperate. And then we just took a look at the short. So yeah, we could expect to see, hopefully, a Jedi candle for Bitcoin just skyrocket up. That would be interesting to see. Will it happen? I don't know. Hopefully, yes. Will it happen for sure? No, I can't say. Nobody can really. You know, it could take a dump. You know, it's the market. Can take a dump. Okay. Thanks for the question. All right. Next question. How do I check IUT your channel? I'm all about vet. IUT. I have no idea what IUT. How do I check? Oh, maybe it's out. Maybe it's a typo. Out. Out your channel. I'm a vet. I'm all about vet. Good for you. I'm all about vet too. Let me show you how to check out my channel. Let's just go here. Open up another guy. Stop that. Okay, so you type in crypto trends. This is what my channel looks like in so you can click on it, and then plus if you see like my comments and stuff, you can click on it and then you'll see the channel with all my videos. Usually they're just under videos. I don't have anything under playlists, but I have, as you can see, I have a few videos here, quite a few on Vechain. If you go way back, like here's one on Ven, yay. But you know, there's some really interesting ones on here that cover, a lot of them cover remote viewing and stuff. A really interesting thing that I thought was that I did a video here on MediBlock, and the whole video was on MediBlock, but yet I put the wand chain logo here, and this was right before it was going to take off. And so that's how things happen. It was a mistake, and I even got called down as like, dude, you put the wand chain emblem on there. But anyway, these are some of the videos. You can check out the Neo review. I said, man, it sucked at the time, and that's when it was like skyrocketing. Interesting things. But yeah, ton of, as you can see, Vechain, 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 Vechain. You know, crazy about Vechain, and welcome to the family. That's all I can say, man. But yeah, do your research. Thanks for the comment. Let me go back. Now I gotta go. Well, let me go kill this thing. Crypto trends, that's me. I'm just having fun here. Go back to the chat. Chats are fun, aren't they? Deborah says thank you. You're welcome. All right, let's see what else. Okay, sell off bots. Big time. Matt says, I've been loading up all the way down and still have 2 more orders in place. Come on, baby. Good for you. Yeah, I've been DCAing as well. And yeah, I've been DCAing. That's all I can say. These are, you know, to me, these are like, it's like the time to buy. And hey, if anyone can let me know how my video settings is going. YouTube says that I have a bad video stream, so I don't know. But yeah, I've been just quietly accumulating, you know, quietly accumulating. That's all I've been doing. Okay, another question. Okay, let's check out this question. I've been placing vet orders instead of getting into Tether. And if BTC goes up, cancel the orders, replace the order to get more vet. If vet goes down, I'm happy. Is this like a good idea? I can, you know, general rule of thumb, never bet against BTC. Okay, BTC is the granddaddy. If I was going to bet against one of the big ones, it'd be Ether for sure. Matter of fact, I already have bet against it. But BTC, I'm never in favor of like people shorting it, and that this is just me, okay? They can do what they want, but you know, you guys can, you know, you can use Tether. There's a whole bunch of different ways that you can go. Just keep in mind that I know you're trying to maximize your wealth, and that's what we all should be doing. But also note that, you know, I'm assuming that you're in the United States, okay? We have this lovely thing called capital gains. So all of a sudden you make a killing. You make your 5–10% or whatever. And let's say that adds up to $100 to make the math easy. And let's say that your capital gains rate is 40%. Okay, great. So you made $100, but you owe Uncle Sam 40 of that. Plus, you're going to have to take 40 of that dollars and either allocate it so you don't spend it, or you could be screwed when tax time comes. So keep in mind that you're not making $100 or 100%. You're only making 60% on the gains. And yeah, things could level out, could equal out to where, okay, you have losses, and then those are going to offset the gains. But man, I don't play that game. I don't play the game that I'm going to have losses that are going to offset the gains, and therefore I'm not going to have any tax to pay. If I don't have any tax to pay, that means I don't have any profits to pay. No, I'm here to maximize pretty much the amount of tax that I have to pay, and that is because that's the maximizing of profit. But as you know, as far as trading tips go, I really can't go that way. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial analyst. So I would say, you know, seek professional advice on that. I'd love to answer, but you know, I just can't. I'm sorry. Okay, so for the grammar, but I got it. Okay, cool. Thanks, Kingslayer. So you know, Matt, if that. All I can say is that, you know, if you like BTC, great, and you've been playing them off and you find something that works for you, hey, more power to you. Okay? So if there aren't any more questions and stuff, just quick recap. Go check out Wyckoff. Go do a Google on it. Click on the images. Look at the different patterns. See what's going on here. Look, here's one. There's a whole bunch of stuff on here. Tons of patterns. You can just click on them. You can see the markup, markdown, different phases. It might really shed light on a whole different way of checking out a market other than the typical classical TA. Okay, this is different than classical TA. Yeah, you still have your bands and stuff, but you're not dealing with Elliott waves for the most part. It's different. And check it out. Tons of YouTube videos out there on Wyckoff. Once again, that's WYCKOFF. Haven't checked it out. Strongly suggest you do. Anyway, that's about it. I have to go make and eat dinner. Go ahead and leave your comments below. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And thanks everyone for watching. Best of luck to everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and get notified of all my cool videos. Have a great one, guys. Bye.